I am the repairer of the breach. It is time for the Lord to work, for they have made void thy law. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and a hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of wrath, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, except he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Here is that name of that number of that man. Vicarious Filii Dei. If you add this title up, Vicarious Filii Dei, which belongs to the Roman institution, the Catholic Church, that church, if you add these up in Roman numerals, it comes out to 666. V equals 5, I equals 1, C equals 100, A has no value, R has no value, I equals 1, U equals 5, comes out to 112. The next letter, Filii, F has no value, I equals 1, L equals 50, I equals 1, I equals 1, comes out to 53. The third letter, Dei, D equals 500, E has no value, I equals 1, comes out to 501. When you add these all up together, it comes out to 666. And this title belongs to the Roman institution. And if that isn't enough for you, to Revelations chapter 17, verse 4 and verse 5, or let's say verse 4, it says, And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations, of filthiness, of a fornication. It's talking about this institution. Here you got both the red and purple, or purple and scarlet. The cardinals and bishops both wear this color. It points to this institution. So what I'm trying to get at is, if you worship on Sunday, you're bowing down to this institution. You're not bowing down and worshiping God when you're going to church on Sunday. Sunday church, you're bowing down to the Roman Catholic institution. You're not bowing down to the God of the Bible, which the fourth commandment in Exodus chapter 20, verse 10 says, But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So we want to make sure you're worshiping on the right day to be worshiping the true God of heaven and earth. So you want to come out of this false Sabbath and worship the true God. But I identified the colors of the church spoken of in Revelations, and the mark of the beast, the name of the number of that man, which belongs to the Roman institution. And if you go to Revelation chapter verse 5, it says, the mystery of Babylon. Babylon means confusion. This is a religious system that is so confused they worship all religions. That's why everybody gets along with her and doesn't make war with her, this one institution. So you want to come out of this false Sabbath and worship the true God of heaven and earth. That's it for now. It's Xavier Echeverria. I am the repairer of the breach.